Hi, I'm Peter Tedeschi, and I play one of the fathers in Shabbat dinner, and fathers is on my mind right now because I just lost my father just weeks ago, and it's very hard. My father had like nothing in common. In fact, just a few days before he died, I said, you know, Dad, you and I aren't interested in any of the same things. And he went, yeah. And I said, but it doesn't matter because I know how much you love me and you know how much I love you. And he went, yeah. And the fact that we could be so casual about it was just so great because I'd never admitted to him before, although obviously he knew that we weren't interested in any of the same things. And I wasn't interested in any of the same things as the rest of my family or kids my age. I was always sort of an eccentric, oddball, kind of on the outside looking in kind of kid. I didn't like to play sports, and I didn't like the same TV shows other kids liked, and I was the only Jew in my school. When I was in 8th grade, they wrote in my yearbook, and I've been with these kids since I was 5, many of them, wrote, to Jew. And I never even told anybody that, to this very second, because I never want to be perceived as a victim. So I was just always the odd man out, and the one place I discovered I fit in my late teens was the theater, and I told my parents, I'm going to do this, and they were like, no, you can do it as a hobby, but you cannot do this as a career. We will not pay for it in college. You will not do this. So I felt like I had to give up on my dreams when I was only 17 years old, and that was equally hard. So I majored in something else, and I put all this effort in college into not doing what I wanted to do, and then I had a career as a journalist, actually a pretty good career, a very good career in fact, and I was good at it. And again, I put all my energy into not doing what I wanted to do. And it's a very lonely life when you're trying to live this cookie-cutter, suburban, picket fence life, which if it's for you, great, but it wasn't for me. And there's much more to it than just career, but this is this is for what we're talking about here. So finally I was like, no, I'm going to do it. And it took a couple of years for them to hear it, but they finally heard it. So that got to the point where my father and I could be so casual with each other. And when he died just a few weeks ago, I was one of the people who shoveled dirt, stones, into his grave because I wanted to do the one last thing I could do for him. Because that hearing me was an extraordinary thing he did for me. So if they don't hear you, when you tell them again.